Showtime! Hi, everyone, and welcome to our live this week. We are talking about magnesium. I've heard it floating around the internet, and there are many types of magnesium, which we'll kind of go over a little bit and what they do. But when we were researching this, I kind of found out some really interesting things that magnesium is responsible for. So that's today's topic. So we're going to go through a list, not all of them because I found out that was just way too much, but some key things that we can touch on. And maybe you don't have enough magnesium in your diet. Maybe not. Well, I guess we're going to find that out. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Cheryl. I've been in the fitness industry for over 22 years. I'm on my own health journey. And with that, I've come across some interesting tidbits of information, which I like to share. And I'll let Sandy introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. Hi, it's Sandy here. And welcome to our call here on magnesium. And thank you for coming and joining us. I've been in the health and wellness industry for over about 10 years, and it's my passion. I love helping people and just, learning, researching, and helping people on their journey to their own health. So today we're talking about magnesium. So take it away.
Awesome. All right. So I'm just going to put up our slides so we have some talking points so we know exactly where we're at. And yes, they're kind of a big vitamins and minerals. They're kind of a big deal. So, So magnesium is one of the that we're going to be talking about. So magnesium deficiency. Do you have these symptoms? Again, we're just going over some of them. I felt like I opened a can of worms today. So we're just going to go over some of them. So you may have a magnesium deficiency so according to Dr. Carolyn Dean, author of The Miracle of Magnesium, the following conditions are triggered by magnesium deficiency. So we're going to go through those. So I'll do this one. So anxiety and panic attacks, magnesium keeps stress hormones under control.
Wow. Asthma. Wow. Magnesium deficiency increases histamine production and bronchial spasms. Migraines. I knew about this one. Magnesium balances serotonin levels. Serotonin deficiency can result in migraines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I've had migraines and it was never told to me. So I learned this today. I learned it today.
Oh, did you really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew this one. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Not a lot of people know that.
No. Blood clots. So instead of taking aspirin, you could have magnesium. So aspirin has side effects where magnesium does not.
Wow. Osteoporosis. When combined with calcium and vitamin D, magnesium helps increase calcium absorption. For this reason, magnesium deficiency promotes bone loss.
Yeah. So if you don't have enough, you're more likely to have the osteo. And there's a fine line. Like there needs to be that balance when you're having magnesium, so the calcium absorbs.
Yes, it's it's how it's formulated together, which is very, very important.
Right. You just can't go and say, hey, I'm going to have some calcium and I have some this vitamin that, because there has to be the proper amount, like in relation to each other.
Yeah, because you can actually do more harm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So the next is depression. So serotonin, which elevates mood, is dependent on magnesium, which we talked about serotonin earlier. Detoxification process. Magnesium is necessary for the natural removal of toxins and heavy metals. So I kind of knew that, but I didn't really think about it until I did this. It's just like, oh yeah, I kind of heard that. And that this just kind of verified it for me.
Yeah, sometimes you see it and it refreshes your memory. Oh yeah, right, it does that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Diabetes. Magnesium enhances insulin secretion, facilitating sugar metabolism. Without magnesium, insulin is not able to transfer glucose into cells. Wasn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why it's really important. Like even like as you get older, you go through menopause, that you have enough magnesium. Um, helps with obviously the insulin and the glucose and all that sort of stuff. But and belly fat and all that sort of stuff that goes along with hormonal changes for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, lucky us.
I know, right?
Yeah, magnesium is necessary for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. As such, when the body is magnesium deficient and these enzyme reactions are not working properly, we experience fatigue.
Yeah. So look at all the stuff so far that your body is like that magnesium is responsible for. And again, there was more, but I'm just going to pick some key things that you may be feeling out there, right?
Yeah, yeah, right, right. I think
Yeah.
these are the more common ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So hypoglycemia, magnesium regulates insulin, keeping blood sugar levels constant. Again, that's, necessary just in general, but, especially as you get older. Insomnia, magnesium deficiency interferes with the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. That was a new one for me too. I did not know that. So see what happens. We hear the keyword out there, magnesium. There's people doing little blurbs on magnesium, and then, well, what exactly does it do? And then you go and you start learning, and you learn stuff. And that's
Yeah.
why we're here to share.
Yeah. I knew about the insomnia. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obstetrics and gynecology. Magnesium helps alleviate PMS and menstrual cramps. Plays an important role in fertility. Helps alleviate premature con- contra- contractions, preeclampsia, and oh, thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah.
And something else in pregnancy. It helps alleviate morning sickness and pregnancy induced hypertension. It is also given to pregnant mothers to decrease the risk of cerebral palsy and sudden infant death syndrome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a new one for me too. Now, having said
Yeah.
that, we don't tell you not to go see your doctor before you start taking magnesium, but this was just something that found of interest,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You should always consult your doctor or your pharmacist
Yeah.
before you decide to take any supplementation. So
Yeah.
that's important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there are different types of magnesium. So this is what one of the things that was floating around the internet. People saying, "Oh, you should take magnesium for this or magnesium for that. This one's better. This one does this." So what we wanted to do is just kind of give you basically a rundown of just 5 basic types and what they do, and then give you some foods that have magnesium in there, and then give you giving you what some a form of magnesium that actually is formulated in such a way to alleviate all the guesswork, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because it is like you go to the pharmacy or the supplement store, and you're sitting here and you're like, oh well, what do I put together, right?
Yeah.
So there's different types. So there's magnesium citrate, and this type is more bioavailable, meaning your body is more likely to absorb it. It's used as a laxative to release constipation. So sometimes people say, "Oh yeah, I had magnesium, and then I had the shits," right? Okay, so maybe not take it unless you need to go. So, so this one, this specific one generally is a laxative. So just know that, and it is more absorbable. Now, you can combine. Some of them might combine this with other types of magnesium, and you won't have that laxative effect. You'll have just something that's not going all the time. How do you say that? Like, without sounding, I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway,
and magnesium glycinate. This form of magnesium is chelated with the amino acid glycine, which enhances its absorption. Magnesium glycinate is often preferred for its calming effects and ability to promote relaxation and restful sleep. It may also support muscle relaxation and help manage stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So this would be used in um, uh, probably in combination with the other one, but just like, as you get, and I'm just using this as an example. So as you get older, um, hormones change. I've been through this before, but hormones change and you might feel more anxious, more stressed, like one of the other symptoms that we saw on the previous slide. So having this would help support that relaxation and manage your stress. Magnesium oxide. So it has a higher percentage of elemental magnesium, but it's less bioavailable than the other forms. It's used as a mild laxative and help with occasional. So it's a lesser of the first one there, but doesn't absorb as much. So it's kind of a variation.
Great. And magnesium malate. Magnesium malate is a combination of magnesium and malic acid. Malic acid is involved with energy production, making this form of magnesium beneficial for individuals experiencing fatigue or muscle pain. Yes, like leg cramps and things like that. Anyway, it may also support overall energy levels.
Yes. Yeah. So just as a side note, one of the other things was the cramping of muscles and everything else. But like I said, I had to just pick some to go with for today. Yeah. But yes, muscle cramping is another another form of magnesium deficiency for sure. And the last one that I have, magnesium L-threonate. This form of magnesium has been specifically developed to enhance brain health and cognitive function. It has the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, potentially improving memory, focus, and overall cognitive performance. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah, there you go. What was that again? No, just kidding.
No. Huh?
Yeah, what? So yeah, so there's the kind of 5 different types. And never mind. There's another one. Sorry, I forgot. Back up. We have one more.
Magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride is often used topically in the form of sprays, oils, or bath salts. It can be absorbed through the skin, making it useful for promoting muscle relaxation, relieving soreness, and replenishing magnesium levels.
Yeah. So that's why, because it's like a bath, like you throw it in your bath, right? So that's why I wasn't thinking of the actual. So it's just absorbed through your skin. So, when we have those nice mineral bath and has magnesium in there, that's a great way to relax. Now we're done. I promise. So we're going to go through foods first, and then we're going to go through our recommendations. So some of the foods. Let me just go through the list here.
Is dark leafy greens, nuts and seeds, whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, legumes, beans, lentils, chickpeas, avocados, bananas, dark chocolate, yay, and fatty fish.
Yeah. So for dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens. For nuts, almonds, cashews, peanuts, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. You got the rest there. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, halibut are those ones. So now you kind of have an idea. And so if you're looking for foods that are high in magnesium, you can try to add these daily and to your meals. Now, if you're looking for supplementation, we put together our recommendation because it takes the benefit of not only the magnesium, but the components in it to have it absorb better, along with, I believe there's calcium and other things in there. So we have a recommendation. So if you're looking for kind of like a one-stop and you don't want to guess and go to your local supplement store and sit there and get one of this and one of that and one of this, and try to make a concoction, we do have a recommendation. So this is our recommendation. So yeah, I know I'm all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Backwards, forward, backwards, forward. So, and I'll kind of read this and then I'll let Sandy elaborate. So it has a blend of calcium, vitamin D3, K2, which, as you can see what it says there, and magnesium as an amino acid.
Mhm.
And then it also has turmeric and ginger, which I know is for inflammation and digestion. And I'm sure Sandy will fill you in on anything that
Yeah. The nice thing about having this all together as it's formulated is that everything is put in there and it's balanced in there with the right amount of each supplement, right? Because it's really important that they all work synergistically together. The caps. To just talk about the caps. The caps are veggie caps. They're made with rice bran, right? Now let's say what like K2. Like K2 is really important because it helps absorb the calcium and the vitamin D. So I mean, if you can take supplements, but if they're not being absorbed into your body, I mean, you're just kind of basically wasting it, right?
yeah.
The K2 helps deposit the calcium to the bone, into your bone. Vitamin D3 also absorbs into the bone. And our calcium, we use calcium citrate because calcium sorbate can actually may cause hardening of your arteries. So you got to be really, really careful. So that's why I say the blends are really, really important, that they all work together and that and you are getting the full absorption of everything. We also have put in turmeric and ginger, which helps with inflammation. It helps with your bones, your muscles, and your joint health. It also it has immune support. There's two kinds of mushrooms in there, Makati and cordyceps mushrooms, and this is a high potent blend of vitamins and nutrients. There's also a white sunflower in there, which helps absorb the turmeric and the ginger. So all this put together is really a well balanced. It was all thought through by the doctors and at our science advisory board, and so that you're getting the right amounts of everything in your supplementation, right? Because you want to be able to take it, know what's going with what. It's everything's in there, and you're getting the full absorption of your vitamins and nutrients.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like I said, there is a fine line, and I mean, I've known this for a long time, that you have to have the right blend of calcium and magnesium to be absorbed. And I like the idea that there are other things that go along with it, and to give you the kind of the best bang for your buck, sort of, so to speak. So definitely, if you're looking to supplement with magnesium, this is a really good addition to your health regime. So yeah, and if you you want to know more, or you want some more literature on it, or anything that we talked about, you can always send us a message or put magnesium in the comments wherever you see this, and we definitely would be happy to give you some more information.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. So I mean, and I've heard of some of the things that were mentioned in here about sleep, leg cramps. You need your supplementation of magnesium for that, and I've heard for migraines too, that it helps support so that you take it, and it helps with that. It helps with sleep and things
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
great product.
So after this, I'm like, I need to make sure I take enough magnesium.
Yeah, and too, there's vitamin D and D3 in there, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are like don't have a lot of vitamin D in their system, right? They're deficient in vitamin D. It's quite a high percentage here in North America. So
Right. Right.
yeah, yeah,
So there you go.
yeah.
Short
Something
and
to
short and sweet. Here I thought we were going to be here for a long time, but apparently,
do.
but no. So yeah. So if you think you're deficient, there are other things that we didn't mention, but like I said, give us a shout if you want more information, or if you're interested in learning more about the magnesium supplement. That's kind of an all-in version, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you for listening, and hope this brought you some value and get some insight, and you learned some things. And yeah, so like I said, just send us a comment or a question, and Cheryl and I will be happy to help you because that's what we love to do. We love to help
Yes.
people. So
Awesome.
yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time. We really do.
Yeah. Thanks again. Till
Bye.
next time. Bye.
Enjoy your day, night, evening.